And take a look at this. Smoke and flames filling the sky in Waterbury. The latest on that massive scrapyard fire and the investigation that's undergoing right now. And could marijuana become legal here in Connecticut? A hearing today to discuss the pros and cons on what it could mean for the state of Connecticut. And with that, we say good Friday morning, everyone. It is certainly nice to have you with us with an eye on the weekend. Or check out the forecast in just a little bit. But if we can, I want to bring up some of this video from Waterbury one more time. Take a look at this. This was the scene as this all unfolded yesterday live on the Fox 61 Morning News. We covered this as breaking news wall to wall, and we just had these huge flames filling the air as these firefighters were tackling the imagery that you see here. Lisette Nunez was out there for us. Brian Didlake following us into the evening on this story, and with these huge plumes of smoke that we're seeing, I wanted to ask meteorologist Dana Marenti kind of about the conditions out there yesterday. You know, we put these first responders in the front lines of duty here, and that just seemed to be a lot. Was the wind working in their favor? Was it working against them? What did you see?
I mean, wind can help to kind of feed a fire a little bit more. It gets more oxygen into the fire, which can allow it to really burst up even more. So that may have been a little bit more difficult, although it did help to disperse the smoke. So it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It got the smoke out of the way a little faster, but it also then fed that fire and possibly led to it spreading a little faster. But obviously it was a big concern. The wind gusts yesterday were up around 35 to 40 miles per hour during the duration of that fire. So Waterbury gusted to 40 during as that fire was happening. So that's that bottom number there, 40 miles per hour. Meanwhile, the rest of the state in that 30 to 40 mile per hour range for much of Connecticut yesterday. So it was a windy day yesterday, and today we're going to be a lot better, a lot less wind, and temperatures that'll start off a lot cooler. Yesterday at this time we were in the 40s. Now we're in the 20s across much of the state, hanging on to 31 in New Haven, down to 23 in Waterbury, 24 in the Torrington area, 31 in Hartford, and 29 at Groton. So yeah, it is a little on the cool side this morning. Definitely bundle up if you're headed outside. We don't have too much of a wind chill because there isn't much wind. The wind is a lot lighter than yesterday. Right now it's calm in Meriden, Hartford, and Bridgeport, and Danbury. 13 miles per hour from the northwest in Chester, so maybe a little bit of a breeze there, but really not much. Even the slightest little movement of air, though, can bring your wind chill down into the teens, so just be ready for that. It's going to be a pretty cold morning. Nothing bitter cold, but obviously you'll want to bundle up if you're headed outside. The satellite and radar not showing much across Connecticut, so we're nice and clear. Well, partly cloudy now, and we'll keep it on the mostly sunny skies, or mostly sunny side during the day today, so overall a pretty good day. By the late afternoon to the evening, there could be a little bit more cloud cover moving in, but not much. And then for tomorrow, we have the chance for a little bit of snow. But overall today, it's mostly sunny. Temperatures into the 40s, some low to mid 40s out there. Not a whole lot of wind, as I mentioned. This is tomorrow morning at 4 a.m., showing some of that snow across parts of Litchfield County. This will be very light stuff. We're not talking about a huge burst of snow here, but it could be an hour or two where you got that snow across Litchfield County, and then it changes over to all rain. So we're getting rain during the rest of the day on Saturday. So possibly a little slushy inch or so across parts of Litchfield County before you then change it over to all rainfall during the rest of the day on Saturday. So Saturday looking kind of like a washout at this point. We'll talk about the rest of the weekend forecast going into Sunday, maybe a couple more showers, all that in the 7-day coming up in a bit. But right now we're going to get a check on traffic. Maggie Sliz has a look at the roads this morning. Hopefully things are nice and quiet on this Friday. What's going on, Maggie?
They are. May they stay that way. Good morning, everyone. We made it to Friday. Roads look fine. It is very quiet out there. We do have some construction. Not seeing any delays caused by these setups, which is a great thing. Down in Milford, we'll begin there, right along the Milford connectors, where you can anticipate some road work set up right now. And of course, this is connecting Route 15 and I-95. The pattern does run both ways, north and southbound, but for now, it is quiet through there. We'll look back up into Hartford, just show you I-84 right through downtown. This checks out fine, very quiet there. 91, Route 2 looking good as well. Looks as though we're in the process of switching the Waterbury camera. Just wanted to show you a stretch of 84. It's light through there, not much to worry about. Ongoing Mixmaster rehab work along Route 8, but that's pretty much it. And once again, not slowing anybody down. Fairfield County checks out fine. Easy travels both on 95 and Route 15. And we'll wrap up in New Haven with a live look over I-95. Very quiet through here. 91, a great ride for you as well. That's the latest on the roads. Of course, we're just getting started. We've got updates for you all morning long. Keith, back to you.
We will be back with you in just a little bit. Thank you, Maggie. Meanwhile, we want to get right to breaking news from overnight. The U.S. military bombing a site in Syria following rocket attacks on American forces in the region here. The strikes marking the military's first known action under President Joe Biden. The site believed to be used by Iranian-backed Shia militias in that part of the world. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin providing an update.
There's not much more that I'll be able to add at this point, other than the fact that we're confident in the target that we went after. We know what we hit, and we're confident that that target was being used by the same Shia militia that conducted the strikes.
The Pentagon saying the strike took place, obviously, at the president's discretion here to deal with ongoing threats to American troops in the region. As this unfolds this morning, we will be sure to update you right here on Fox 61. Meanwhile, back here at home, a person seriously injured after they were hit by a car. This happening in Hampden. Police say all occurring around 6 o'clock last night on Dixwell Avenue. That person now being treated for life-threatening injuries in the hospital. Investigation, as you can imagine, underway. Dixwell Avenue has since reopened. If we learn anything new, we will bring it to you across our platforms and the Fox 61 News app as well. Take a look here. I want to get you right back to this unbelievable scene we brought you as breaking news in Waterbury. High flames, heavy smoke, all pouring from this scrapyard yesterday. Our Maggie Sliz, the first to spot this as she was monitoring her traffic cameras, alerting us to this scene here. Crews working for hours trying to get this all under control. We were out there all day and into the night. Our team bringing you the live breaking news here across all of our shows. And our update this morning from Fox 61's Brian Didlake.
It's all quiet now, yet the smell of smoke still lingers in the air. Earlier, officials fought tooth and nail to fight the flames from this scrapyard fire. But environmental officials say that although the flames are out now, more information is needed to see if there's any more damage to the surrounding area. Flames shooting into the air at Albert Brothers scrapyard Thursday morning. Waterbury firefighters tackling the flames head on.
We have a pile that was approximately 200 feet square, 200 by 250 feet tall burning.
A burn which sent thick black smoke into the air, the wind shifting directions with some of the smoke headed towards downtown Waterbury. The recycling facility collects batteries, plastics, metals, and wood, which further fueled the flames as firefighters tried to tame the embers.
We're also utilizing their equipment, a big claw and a payloader to move the piles, separate the unburned from the burned, and then pull the burned pile apart so we can extinguish it. While
firefighters battle flames, deep worried about petroleum runoff from the fire into the nearby Naugatuck River, which is why officials say they used booms to contain further contamination. Officials explain that its breakdown of the plastics or any other residuals in the metal piles could harm the environment.
Due to the large volume of water that was being applied, it overcame the water oil separator, and some of the material did get past the water oil separator, which is to be expected, which is why we were downstream looking for it. We actually got ahead of it and managed to contain the vast majority of that impact.
Officials say Albert Brothers scrapyard has had fires in the past, but were not frequent or as widespread. The property's president saying this is the largest fire he's seen in his time with the company.
In my 35 years, it's the first time it's ever happened. I am confident and hopeful that it will be the last. And our job is now to figure out what happened and to solve the problem so that we don't ever have that happen again.
Those who may have been near the smoke as it was ongoing, Deep says they don't expect anyone to have complications, but they will be doing testing to verify.
And we are, however, still doing air monitoring to prove that we are safe. And once those results are available, then they'll be released.
Officials say that no chemical foam was used to fight the flames, but we did reach out to Deep to see if those results were available, but have not heard back from them at this time. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. In Waterbury, Brian Didlake, Fox 61 News.
A big name making her way to our region, the First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, coming to Connecticut. The Office of the First Lady sent out the release saying she'll be traveling to Meriden. It's happening next Wednesday. Those are the only details they've released so far about the visit. But of course, as we learn more, we will bring it to you as soon as it comes our way. Meanwhile, the conversation over legalizing recreational marijuana in Connecticut set to continue today. The State Judiciary Committee holding a public hearing on the bill that would allow adult recreational use of cannabis. Governor Lamont has pushed lawmakers to approve the bill to legalize pot, saying really it would serve as a big revenue boost for the state. Opponents still concerned about the dangers it could pose if it is not regulated properly. The virtual hearing all getting underway this morning at 10 a.m. There's a lot more to get to as we stay with you live and local for 11 a.m. Ahead for a huge milestone reached in President Biden's plan to vaccinate 100 million people in his first 100 days. We have an update on that front as we continue. Also ahead for you this morning, we are talking bears and the boundaries within their relationship with people right here in our region. Some lines being crossed. We have an update for you. It is a story you will see only on Fox 61. Stay with us for that.